Guys, I gotta be honest, I was not ready for Shibuya. That's neither here nor there. Now, for anybody out there that has watched the channel for at least the past month, probably understand the fact that I am a big fusion rifle fanatic. I preach about the greatness of the Cartesian, and you best believe I got that scatter signal day one of this season. I just love having all of the good fusion rifles in my vault, in my inventory, whatever, just because I like my fusion rifles, especially the good ones. However, there's things that I have to admit. That is the fact that shotguns in this game, especially in PvE, can really cook. And the one that I actually want to touch upon in this video may surprise some of you, in the fact that we are going to be talking about the Imperial Decree and why there's definitely some sleeper potential for this weapon to make some of your loadouts depending on what you're doing. I would just briefly like to give this weapon a little spotlight. So the Imperial Decree is an aggressive frame kinetic shotgun that we got reissued to us back in Season of Defiance, Season 20, along with Lightfall, in which even still at this moment you can decrypt Defiant Ingrams over at the helm if you would like to get this weapon's pattern. It being an aggressive frame means it's going to have the just natural highest raw damage than any other shotgun, but it's definitely going to shoot a little bit slower, actually a lot slower, than something like a rapid fire. However, this shotgun has a pretty decent perk pool that is going to allow for it to hit pretty damn hard. Now, before we get straight into the perk column, I do just want to look at some of the minor perks that you may want to go for. In column 1, I personally just went with corkscrew rifling for an increase in handling speed, and it does slightly give increased range and stability, but mainly that handling speed. Then I just went with something like assault mag in column 2 for an increased rate of fire, because aggressive frame shotguns definitely shoot slower than a lot of the other frames do. Now, of course, we are going over a PvE roll for this shotgun, not a PvP roll. So let's go ahead and throw up the perk pool and let's tell you what I'm talking about. So in this weapon's third column, autoloading holster is definitely going to be your go-to perk in the third column. You do have other stuff like maybe threat detect. However, enhanced autoloading holster is way too crispy to pass up. Trust me, you'll want autoloading holster. Now for column 4, there are 2 perks in here that we have got to talk about. The first one is going to be surrounded. Surrounded can definitely proc more often than you would think. And with enhanced surrounded, you're going to be giving this shotgun a 47% damage increase, which is definitely very good. And when it's up, it can definitely go to work as long as it is proc. However, another really good perk here that's going to be getting a buff very soon on March 5th is trench barrel, because at the moment you need to hit a non-charged melee at the boss, and you'll get yourself 50% increased damage, 35 reload speed, and 35 handling for your next 3 shots. And then you can just melee again to reproc trench barrel. However, sometimes having to constantly reproc it in the damage phase can be a little bit annoying. And on March 5th, they will be changing it to where you can use ranged melees to actually go ahead and proc this perk, which is going to be pretty damn good. Think about it, you could be on a solar hunter, you could throw a throwing knife at the boss or anything to give yourself radiant and proc trench barrel on this shotgun. Give yourself a 50% damage increase for your next 3 shots. Definitely something to look out for, and surrounded or trench barrel is definitely going to be your go-to options in column 4. None of the other perks even matter. It's either your choice between surrounded or trench barrel. Now, me personally, I just went ahead and crafted enhanced surrounded on my Imperial Decree just so that I don't have to think about even using a melee during the damage. However, I might craft one with enhanced trench barrel after it does get that change, because that could still be just very useful. And just to give a little bit of respect to this weapon, I just want to give y'all just a little damage comparison between an enhanced surrounded Imperial Decree versus a ×4 honed edge is a Nagi shot. And we're just going to be using the first boss of Warlord's Ruin as our little test dummy here. I don't have any surges in any of these clips. I'm just standing in a well and my buddy Ian is applying a tractor debuff to the boss. And in this scenario, the surrounded Imperial Decree is going to hit for about 127k per shot as long as all of your pellets connect. Now, of course, a ×4 honed edge is a Nagi shot is going to hit for more damage than a legendary shotgun is at about 261k. However, you do have to go through the reload animation every single time to load that ×4 is a Nagi shot, whereas with the enhanced autoloading holster on the Imperial Decree, during damage in a rotation, you're not gonna have to worry about that. Like, you're not gonna have to worry about reloading it at all. And 2 shots of this Imperial Decree with surrounded proc, or trench barrel for that matter, because trench barrel is 50% extra damage, is going to do just a little bit more than a ×4 Hone Dead shot from Izanagi's. Honestly, that's pretty darn respectable for the Imperial Decree to be competing with the hardest hitting special weapon. Just to show you that this shotgun, it does pack a bit of a bite here, dude. So go ahead and let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below on the Imperial Decree, or just pellet shotguns for PvE in this game in general. Remember, if you ever want to get your games and DLC for a cheaper price, make sure you hit up Instant Gaming, the top link in the description, along with their free monthly game giveaway. You all be safe, take care, consider subscribing, and I'll see your beautiful faces in the next one. Adios!
What the fuck? Oh!
Dude, your bike's gonna get fucking blown up! No!
No!
No! Damn, go! I applaud you for being bold, but that was definitely not the best idea.
Oh no, Mike! Whoa! Get up there! Get up there! Get up there! Oh no!
I like to think
oh no!
Right now, but I don't think so.
Oh! Fuck! That what? 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 What?